So we're going to talk about what is temporary protected status, also known as TPS. And you've heard of this term, especially recent proposals in Congress. So stay all the way until the end so you can understand all the benefits and why there is something called TPS. Green Card Guys TV, my name is John Ting. I'm your host. I practice immigration law in all 50 states of America. So we represent clients from the East Coast to the West Coast, even though we're here in Houston, Texas. It stands for, this is called temporary protected status. Now, what is it actually? How can someone benefit from this, right? It is that you cannot be removed from the country, of course, unless you have committed some crimes, right? Because if you have committed this TPS work permit anyway, so that I don't want people to think that this prevents you completely. Mail called notice to appear. The government can still send you to immigration court. Now, specifically, what is TPS? Can designate a certain country if one of three things have occurred in this country, and that is number one, country. Now, for example, Syria, that is one country that has ongoing conflict. Number two, disaster. That can include a hurricane or a other kind of Mother Nature disaster, and that can include Haiti. They've had a hurricane in the last couple of years, and so they've been designated as TPS country. I know that President Trump tried to do that, but through the court system, he was stopped. Fortunately for these people who have TPS, to find a pathway for those that have TPS, and also for Dreamers or DACA recipients. And so I'm asked in the live shows, and I'm finally getting to it. I'm sorry for the wait. But I'm answering because I think some of you may think that if that's pending with USCIS in general, any application, that somehow this means that you have something called TPS. And no, that is not the case. Let's say a I-130 or 485 or even both of those, that does not mean that you're in some kind of or like in a situation where you get some kind of temporary status. I think that's where people are confused. TPS is for very specific reasons. They're designated through the Department of Homeland Security, otherwise known as the executive branch, to do that. And it's for very specific countries. Now I'll go through that list, and that includes El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, Nepal, Nicaragua, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, Venezuela, and Yemen. So those are the countries currently designated for temporary protected status. Also asked, well, if I have TPS right now, okay, and you have the work permit, can you apply for adjustment of status? No adjustment of status right after TPS, okay? This is only TPS only. If you want to apply through adjustment of status, then yes, you can if you have a petitioner that's separate from the TPS situation of qualification. Those required to a U.S. citizen spouse, or you have a adult child now that's over 21, that's a U.S. citizen. That person, that family member can petition for you. Now, of course, there's a lot of other requirements. If you're trying to apply in the United States with a visa or not, if you entered without a visa originally, or at least the last time, then you have to apply for a waiver. And of course, the government won't tell you that. So that's why it's important to consult with our office. Let us know if you have any questions. Okay, it's scrolling down below. And by the way, if you would like this offer, this is only for their social media on Facebook group and the fan page. We have a free 15-minute offer for you. It's a preliminary discussion and making sure you're eligible. And of course, there are some scenarios depending on someone's immigration history, the immigration problem solver. So we really want to look into your history. We may even need to request a Pension Act based on USCIS, or in the back in the day, it was called INS. So it really depends, right, on your history. But you still just want to make sure you're going down the right path in terms of the steps, the procedure. Give us a call or text us. Take form down below, Ting Law. And also, but if you call in and you would like this free consultation, 15 minutes, please share this secret code right here, and our cares team will take care of you and get you scheduled. Now, if you're new to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe down below, friends. We want to share tips and news with you as soon as we get it. If you enjoy our content, go ahead. That lets us know that we can continue providing this free information with you. And of course, has an immigration problem that we can solve, go ahead and share our video with them, because they may have their questions answered through this free 15-minute consultation. I'm happy to do it. And until next time, friends, please continue wearing your mask.